Hi, my name is Cathy and this is Journey to Health After 60. I was just getting ready to throw together a quick ferment and I thought, you know what? Other people might be interested in this. So let's get started. Today I am going to throw together a cranberry elderberry ferment, something to help us get through the winter, to keep our bodies nice and strong and our immune systems very strong. And if you've never fermented before, let me tell you how easy this is. So let's go ahead and get started. I have cleaned and sorted through my cranberries already. This is 1 pound of cranberries. You might want to wear rubber gloves. If not, that's fine. They're your cranberries, your ferment, but I'm just looking for that sterile cleanliness since we're doing a ferment. And we just want to squeeze just a little bit. There we go. All right. We are going to go ahead and toss them in here. So again, that was 1 pound of cranberries. I just made a mess, didn't I? Okay. And in with that pound of cranberries, we are going to put in some elderberries. If you have fresh elderberries, that's fantastic. I don't have access to that, so I'm using dried elderberries. Half a cup. All right. And we're going to put in a cinnamon stick. Half a teaspoon of ginger. If you have fresh ginger, that's great. I don't happen to have any, and when I went over to the food store to look at it, it was gnarly looking, so I wasn't buying it. And we're going to do a tablespoon of cloves. So that's 2/2 teaspoons. So a tablespoon of cloves. And then we are going to cut an orange and squeeze the juice into our ferment. And hang on to that orange. I'll tell you what you want to do with those skins when you're done doing this. Good squeeze. This is a nice fresh navel orange. I had purchased a big bag of oranges for a phenomenal price over at Aldi's the other day when I went to get my 99-cent cranberries. And oranges and celery and sweet potatoes, all the goodies for Thanksgiving. This fructose from the orange will help the ferment. We're not going to put sugar in here. We're going to use honey instead, and I'll explain that in a second. Try and get all that juice out of there. I'm not using a juicer, and I'm going to explain why here in a sec. Because I want to use these skins, and I don't want it ruined. I want the oil from these skins. Now, something if you haven't made it, ferment-wise, that I highly suggest you do now that you can get cranberries so cheap, is to get yourself a pound of cranberries, slit them in half, put them in a quart jar, and cover it in local raw honey, and it will ferment. You can leave it in the refrigerator for years. Years. It will never go bad, and it is phenomenal. And I am going to put some of that in this ferment, and it will help it get started and add to the benefits, the health benefits of this. Okay, now that we've added all those ingredients, I can get rid of the gloves. This is my cranberry orange ferment. Oh my God, it's delicious. When I'm starting to not feel so grand, if something like I feel a cold coming on or something, just get me a spoon and I'll go in there and grab a spoonful. You know, like a scratchy throat or your sinuses start to feel gross. Smell is amazing. So that was 2 spoons with the cranberries and 2 spoons of just the broth. I'll just set that aside. I make quite a mess, aren't I? Okay. You get your honey. And yes, it's that time of year, it's solid. You're going to do 2 tablespoons of the honey. And then the last things that need to go in are your water and your salt. Tell me that's not easy, huh? Couldn't be any easier. This is a local raw honey that I get from a local guy here in town. Sweet, sweet elderly man. All right. The last thing that's going in is that salt. 1, 2, 3. And that's heaping tablespoons. And then we're just going to fill it up with water. Now all these ingredients have to stay underwater, and I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to give it a little stir. So you want to grab yourself a wooden spoon. My suggestion is to leave this sit for quite some bit. Your cranberries will puff up a little. And if you don't have a burper, I suggest using a coffee filter on top and a rubber band. I happen to have a burper, but if you don't have one, I understand. There were the days that I did my coffee filter and a rubber band method. You just sit the coffee filter on, put a rubber band on it. A glass weight is good. If you don't have a glass weight, in come the oranges. You can set the oranges on top to keep all that under. Okay, there you go. Just like that. And then get your lid, well, your ring, put your burper on there. And she's all done. Look at that. Oh my God, it smells good. Wasn't that easy? There you go. Well, thank you for checking this out. Come on back and check out some more ideas on some more health benefits of just using simple foods from nature to keep our bodies healthy so we can stay away from the prescriptions and Get up every morning with vigor for life. God bless you, and I hope you have a very blessed day.